Ego. Ego is what some people would say. For me, I realized recently that egos can be actually a form of protection. It can be something to where it it can be it has to have the space of separation because maybe there was some sort of pain that occurred and certain points of views, judgments, lies came up to protect our true self. And so that was kind of the medium. It had to formulate some vows, certain things that wouldn't make sense, that aren't true, but it had to do that. A part of ourselves had to do that in order to survive and to keep away from harm and danger that would threaten our lives. So, in a way, our ego, we do have to keep an eye on it because they might have served a purpose at one point, but then if those thoughts, those lies, those judgments, those false beliefs continue to control our lives, then it actually keeps us stuck. What's not the ego is things that are true, such as we are creators and we are not victims of our situations. We're much greater than just this body, the things that has happened to us. We're a child of God. We're even more powerful than we were led to believe. We can accomplish a lot more things than what we've been programmed to believe. We have taken on different points of views and lies and opinions that may not serve us over time, but we had to try and fit in order to survive. An example of an ego or certain things that the ego would do to protect us or actually harm us is that one example for me was around food and the pain that had occurred when I was younger, very little, around like 3 years old. And it was what had happened was that I had a traumatic incident where I was not hungry. My mom had made some food for me and I would get in trouble for eating slow. So my dad came home, he saw that I was at the dinner table and I didn't finish my food. Something set him off and he ended up spanking me, dragging me out into the backyard and closed the lights. I was screaming, I was yelling to let me in. Then he finally turned on the lights, dragged me back in, and continued to spank me. And from there, I didn't realize until more recently, thanks to Queen Tammy and Queen Chris, that food was actually a source of pain instead of food being thy medicine. And I, for a very long time, was very afraid of what to eat, afraid of what things that I could or could not eat that would affect my body, until I was able to clear those judgments, those lies and beliefs in a time where food was just a pain source, so I had to be careful. And now I can keep an eye on it and say, you know what, that's not true anymore. Food can be healing. God made food for us to ingest, and we don't have to live such a restrictive life. So that was just the ego trying to protect me.